This is Out of the Box with your host, Jonathan Clark. Out of the Box, Sunday nights at 9 on Q1043.
Hey, welcome back. Jonathan Clark. We're in the studio with our good friend Joseph Arthur. He's got a new album. It's called Comeback World. And an upcoming show at the Bowery Ballroom here in New York City, December 14th. That's called Gates of the West, London Calling. It's a tribute to that Clash album, I believe. And all the tour dates, josepharthur.com. Well, you've played all over the world, Joseph. You're Grammy nominated. Your songs have been covered by Michael Stipe, Not Bad, Coldplay. Is this true? Justin Timberlake did a remake? Remix of one of your songs?
Yeah, well, Michael Stipe did like a version of In the Sun for Katrina release.
Yeah.
And he did like 5 versions. And so I think like will.i.am even did one like with Justin Timberlake and then and then Michael Stipe and then Chris Martin did one together. I did one with Michael, and then I forget all the rest of them. But
and you go way back with REM. In fact, the last time you were here was with your good friend Peter
Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made another record too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we got number 2 done.
Oh, come on by.
Yeah, I know.
Come on by again,
We'll definitely
man.
come by for sure.
Well, this new album is great.
Thank you.
Did you record this here in New York City? Where did you record this?
A lot of it I recorded. I left. I was in Red Hook, Brooklyn for a long time, and I left that place. And so a lot of it was the last recordings I did in that place. And then I moved them to L.A. and worked with this guy, Chris Seafried, there. And Jimmy Paxson played drums. Ben Harper came and sang on it. And Marley Monroe and
Jesse Malin,
and Greg Dooley.
Greg Dooley from Afghan Wigs. Well, okay, so tell me about the move from New York to L.A. Are you happier now? Or
No, I didn't. I just moved the recording
Just
there.
the recording,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I'm still in New York.
Still in New York.
I moved actually to the East Village.
Oh,
So
okay.
I did the opposite move. Like a lot of people move from the city or from Manhattan into Brooklyn. I went opposite. Now I'm in Manhattan, and I'm actually having fun there.
Speaking of the East Village, here's something I need to know. Are you the mayor of the Lower East Side, or is Jesse Malin the mayor of the Lower East Side? Or is this about a fictional person walking around St. Mark's Place buying sunglasses?
It's all of the above. There's no wrong answer.
Oh, okay.
I would say like it really, honestly, I did come up with the idea of that song while watching Jesse play.
Yeah.
And just in actually one of his clubs called Coney Island Baby, which has now changed its name to Lola. And
I remember Brownies, dude.
Yeah, Brownies.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where we've been filming our podcast. I make a podcast too called Come to Where I'm From.
Yeah,
and we've been doing
about
it
that.
in the basement at Brownies or Lola or whatever you want to call it now, Coney Island Baby.
And who has been? Yes, you had some great guests on your podcast.
We've done 50 episodes so far. Mark Lanigan was a really good one. Michael Imperioli.
Oh my God.
Rosanna Arquette. It's Alejandro Escaveda.
Tell us the name of the podcast.
It's
again.
called Come to Where I'm From.
Come to Where I'm
From. Yeah, we
just
had a Blind Melon one. Like we had, Rogers and Christopher from Blind Melon, and then Travis, the new lead singer. So we kind of did a double episode with them. It's been a lot of fun to be on your side of the equation.
Right. I was going to ask you, is it a different sort of approach? Do you have to do more research?
You have to do research.
Yeah.
But I find, and maybe you can help me know if this is true or not, but you don't need to do that much research to come off like pretty informed. Like I find like if I just give it like a couple hours, I can be really informed.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. A couple hours of prep, just get the, I mean, obviously, like most of the times when I'm interviewing somebody, they're promoting something or on a show or whatever.
Right.
But in this case, I would think from your perspective, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case because you have these relationships with these people over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go back to, what was it, the Time Cafe with Peter Gabriel and Lou Reed.
Yeah.
The first showcase, which resulted in you becoming friends with Peter and getting signed to his label.
Yeah.
And then going on tour with Peter Gabriel. But I, like, as Joseph Arthur, like, you could just like talk to these people because you're a musician too and an artist and a songwriter. It's a different kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's long format with no agenda basically. It's like, so it's just like conversations that are loose and can go anywhere. It's like I just Yeah, I mean, it's just the podcasting craze. I mean, everybody's got one now.
Yeah, but it's fun though, right?
But it is fun, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a partner named Ehud Lazen. Shout out Ehud, who he does the filming, so it's like a 4-camera shoot, and it's on YouTube. Like,
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's-
we'll have to get you on it.
I'll come on anytime you want,
that
man.
would be an interesting guest.
So let's talk about the title of the album. It really kind of says it all, right? Comeback World.
Comeback World. Yeah, it's
Not that you need a comeback, but you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, talk about the title.
Yeah, it's interesting because it does have that, like, I felt like I definitely fell out for a while in terms of just work. I mean, the band I put together with Arthur Buck was the first kind of stepping back into music, I felt like, after, going away from it for a while. But so it has that. It's like, a comeback kind of thing. But it's also about your world falling apart, basically. But it's an optimistic record in that this is like on the other side of like when you've kind of gone through trauma.
I was going to say, it's not really a dark
No,
album.
no, it's optimistic. People are
Yeah.
surprised at how optimistic it is, and it is because it's on the other side of trauma. Because as I was writing it, at one point it was just sort of trauma, and I was like, "This is just." And then I played it for a friend, and he was like, "Yeah, it's cool, but are you really even at that place anymore?" And I was like, "God, no, I'm not really." I mean, he goes, "Why don't you write from where you are now?"
Yeah.
And then so I did, and I started like putting more optimism into it, and actually like how I was actually feeling. And if a song was dark, maybe I would give it an uplifting angle.
Well, it's interesting. You said something recently that I read that, the best songs are not written when you're completely in love with somebody sitting on your couch watching your favorite show on Netflix.
Yeah, no.
Or it's not when everything is beautiful where you write your best stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, it's it happens when, I mean, it's similar to like your relationship with like, a higher power or something, or God, or like whatever you want to call it. But like what they say, like blessed are the meek or whatever, because it's like when you're in that place of absolute need and fear, that's when you can like reach with your whole heart towards like something eternal. And songwriting is a lot like that. Like if you're like, well, Herman Hesse said the best stuff comes from necessity. And so it's the word necessity that's like when it's a necessity, like when it's life and death. And you get into those phases where you need something so bad just to sort of save your soul in that moment. And I think everybody can relate to that. But if you're an artist and you reach for your work in those kind of moments, usually what you come back with is quite powerful, or has an extra element of power that it doesn't have if you're not in that space.
Well, not everyone can be Keith Richards and write happy, right? I mean,
Yeah. No.
That's like the only happy song I know I can think of right now.
Yeah, but that one sounds like it came from a place that
It does, right?
Yeah, it sounds like he was reaching from a place where he needed that.
Yeah.
Because it has that vitality to it.
Joseph Arthur is his name. The new album is Comeback World. The show at the Bowery Ballroom is really interesting. It's called Gate to the West, London Calling, December 14th. All the tour dates, josepharthur.com. But I'm looking at the lineup here. Debbie Harry. Let's see, Jesse Mellon, your good buddy. We've got Vernon Reid and Corey Glover from Living Color.
Yeah.
You, of course.
Yeah.
And many other people. Is this something that happens a lot?
And that's why I call Jesse the mayor, because he keeps putting on shows like this.
Oh, that's him?
Well, I mean, he always seems to be at the head of these type of things,
Yeah.
like getting the scene together, and he's got those clubs, like just like keeping that East Village, New York music scene vital. I just kind of a thank you to him in that way.
Celebrating the music of, or the 40th anniversary of the album from The Clash, London Calling.
Yeah.
And it is a benefit for the Joe Strummer Foundation and Music and Memory happening Bowery Ballroom December 14th.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there could be some pretty awesome jam sessions on stage that night.
Oh, there always is. It's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
fun. Yeah. Those things are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So.
All your tour dates are at josepharthur.com. Listen, congratulations on this fantastic album.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming by. Come by with Peter when the next Arthur Buck thing is ready.
I definitely will.
And we'll see you soon, man.
See you soon, man. Bye-bye.
This is Out of the Box with your host, Jonathan Clark. Out of the Box, Sunday nights at 9 on Q1043.